Oh, shit. All right. Should be live here in just a few seconds. Just have to do a quick audio check to make sure it sounds halfway decent. And that's good. That's up. Just have to do a quick audio check to make sure it sounds halfway. All right. There we go. That's good. All right. Everything's up and running. Looks like we're running. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully quite well. Not really much going on in my world. I mean, I just streamed like an hour ago, so obviously there really isn't too much crazy new shit going on. But yeah, I don't know. Damn, I need a little bit more to drink. Anyway, let's see. We're gonna go over the newest additions to the top 100 NFL list that are out. I also plan on we can talk about the Marlins and the Phillies situation. You know how this could potentially impact the return of the NFL. What the NFL should probably be doing, like to take the proper steps to not wind up like in a situation like baseball. That would be disastrous. So we'll see what happens. What's up, Amir? For sure. What's up, Leppy? What's up, Daniel? You hunt one 7-4. Oh, hell yeah, that's good. All right. Anyway, let's go over to the NFL. Anyway, we'll get that up in a second. Looks like where'd we leave off at? Fred Warner. Okay, yep, there we go. Okay, that's where we'd leave off at. Fred Warner is going to be number 70, so we can start there and work our way down. What's up, Mile High? What's up, Nozdar? Let's see here. Chrome tab. There, share this one. What is this? All right. So it looks like, oh, what the hell is this? I hate goddamn commercials. Why are they like auto playing video? That's stupid as shit. Good. All right, there we go. Fred Warner's at 70, and obviously Fitzgerald's the next one. So, what's up, Alex? I think I know why we lost is because we had 3 pitchers who had never pitched. Yeah, I mean, we were pitching a bunch of minor leaguers. That's a big part of the reason why we lost. So, the Astros play the Dodgers tomorrow. That should be interesting. Quite the easygoing. Why didn't you put the LED lights at the top of the ceiling? They pretty much are. I get better light more toward the bottom of the fucking. I get the lights the room better from right there. I didn't like the look from all the way up. The lighting was weird from up there. It just, I don't know. It just looks shitty from up there. I don't really know what to say. NFL has autoplay shit bad. NFL teams too. What? What? NFL has that autoplay shit bad. Yeah, it's the top 100 list is just what the players think. So I don't know. Essentially, it's you're on one of two beliefs with the list. It's you either think it's pretty good because obviously the players are more in tune with the game than a lot of us. Well, than like all of us. So cool, Nazdar. I've been using these LED lights since 2014 or 13. They've been around a whole lot longer than TikTok's been an app. So, and I don't know. Let's see. Then Larry Fitzgerald at 69. You got Tannehill at 68, which is complete overrated. I don't know why they think highly of him. It's a very reactionary list too. Like, it's a year-to-year list that kind of like goes up and down based on how you did and how the players feel about you. It's rare to see unpopular players on this list. Let's see. Demario Davis, Saints outside linebacker at 67. Laramie Tunzel at 66. That makes sense. So far, so good. Tyler Lockett at 65. Harrison Smith at 64. Preston Smith at 63. David Bakhtiari at 62. This has been, I haven't disagreed once. Jarvis Landry at 61. 70 through 61 is pretty fucking good. I would argue that's a solid 70 through 61. I really don't. I think the Tigers are better than last year. Yeah. But like it's just because we're going to hit a little bit better. Our pitching was god-awful. And I think a lot of the problem was for the Tigers. They let a lot of dudes try their first major league debut tonight, and that did not go well. The fucking Royals teed off on them rookie pitchers, man. When you go to team's website, you're looking at stuff, and then a video starts playing, then you have to find out where the audio is coming from. Yeah, man, it's pretty bad. I fucking hate that shit. The autoplay. Okay, yeah, no, I got you now. I got what you mean. Yeah, no, the people who make NFL team websites are all genuinely like shitty at the thing. Who are these players? 5-day contract players? What? I've never heard of 5-day contract players. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. If it's soccer, I don't know what to tell you. Sad words. I don't know, man. All right, let's look at 60 to 51. So I like 70 through 61. That was a decent list. Logan Ryan at 60. He's a free agent, so I mean, I guess. Odell Beckham at 59. That makes sense. I'm glad they dropped him from 23 to 59. That seems a pretty honest drop for Odell. Kirk Cousins dropping or going up 20 spots. That makes sense. He was, he won a playoff game last year. He was big in some clutch moments last year. Won a few primetime situations. I don't know. You literally said this. What is this? What does this have to do with this? Or what does that mean? What? I don't know in football they can't sign those contracts. I've never heard of that. So I'm assuming it's like soccer or some shit. Devontae Adams, that's fine. That's cool. I'm glad they're not overrating the Packers player. The Lakers are good. Oh, they're just talking about Lakers and Bama. DeForest Buckner at 56. Last year they didn't even have him ranked, so I guess him going to 56 is quite the jump up, but it still feels like he's rather low for being arguably like the second or third best defensive tackle in the NFL. Zach Martin at 55. That seems pretty right. Diggs at 54. That's a little overrated. Marcus Peters, way overrated is Marcus Peters. Why the fuck is he so high? God, Chris Jones, he seems a little low. I don't know why he dropped 20 spots. He's literally the second best defensive tackle in the NFL. It's hard to argue. He's like, it goes Donald him. And then, or some people like to argue DeForest, which you can do. Logan Ryan is still a free agent. Yeah, Logan Ryan's still really a free agent. I couldn't believe that either. The beginning of the list are some nobodies, some 10-day contract players. No, these are pretty decent list. One more time now, dude. I'm not a bandwagon, so shut the fuck up. Lions going to beat the Saints. Week 4 Nuz. Oh, they're just talking about Lions and stuff like that. But anyway, let's see who's next. I don't know what you're talking, Alex. I'm live right now, man. Let's see. At 51 is Todd Gurley. I don't think he belongs on the list. After producing like an MVP for 2 years, Gurley looked like a shell of himself in 2019. Yeah, nice. Who owns the Logan Ryan jersey? I have no idea who would own the Logan Ryan jersey. Yeah, I don't think he belongs that high on the list. That's a giant overstep for Todd Gurley. What the fuck? All right, here we go. We're into the top 50 players in the NFL. This is the oh shit, hell yeah, Alex, that's weird. Yeah, I don't even know how Todd. That's how you know it's a pot. There are parts of the list that are good and make sense, and then there are just some wild overrating of players because they're extremely popular. Guys, I'm sorry, Alex. Yeah, I don't know who owns a Logan Ryan jersey. Yeah, I don't know how Odell was that high. I have no idea how Jimmy G's in the top 50. Dak Prescott's in the top 50, it looks like. So this is going to be an interesting top 50, I think. Again, there's going to be some misses. There's going to be some giant swings and misses on these, I think. Because, again, these are voted on by the players. So we take it as a Darius Leonard, number 50. I agree with that. I don't agree with dropping him 24 spots, but he belongs in the top 50. They better not have him at number 1, Sadwords. Todd Gurley really hasn't played. Yeah, he didn't really play in 2019. Sadwords, you really better hope Mahomes ain't number 1. Amari Cooper's at number. Oh, come on. They're capping. Really? This guy's in the top 50. The dude who can only play at Cowboy Stadium. Oh, come on. Stephon Gilmore had this guy to 0 catches, and he's in the top 50. Zadarius Smith, linebacker for the Packers. All right, that's fair. That's fair enough. Zadarius played very well for them. I can't really even shit talk that one. Oh, they better put Gilmore way fucking higher than this guy then. Gilmore better be top fucking 10 if this guy's in the top 50. Tre'Davious White, cornerback for the Bills. I'm obviously being a bit facetious. Of course, he belongs in the top 50. He's very, very good. I want him to betray that team and come join New England when his contract is eventually due up. When on the road, he's a casual. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem with Amari. That's my big issue. Dak Prescott at number 46. Last year, they didn't rank big bad Dak Prescott. Oh, I wouldn't want to start over Cam Newton. He's giving us our best shot. Big bad Dak Prescott. Yeah, I'm going to let people on after like a half hour or so. Probably not even that long. But yeah, Dak at number 46. He's back in the top 50 after being left off the list entirely the previous 2 years. Prescott had a career high on paper. So, I guess his peers respect him. I don't know how Dak is 46. That's really funny, but he's a top 50 player. J.J. Watt somehow still in the top 50. Despite, there being a lot better players like, him being clearly better than fucking J.J. Watt at this point in their careers, but that's fine. As he's missed 8 games with the torn pectoral. It's just like, what the hell? Yeah, J.J. Watt this high on the list at 45 still. Mark Ingram at 44. I actually, you know what? I agree with this one. He was 30 years old. He's aging exceptionally well. He had another 1,000 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry. This is good. This one makes actually perfect sense. I'd argue Tre'Davious White should be higher. Yeah, actually, I would make the argument Tre'Davious should be higher. He should probably be higher than him. Jimmy G, the most popular player in the NFL, I guess. Hell yeah, Kevin, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, he's just getting hurt. He plays too hard. Yeah, Ingram's in a good spot. Jimmy G seems a little high, but he did throw for over 4,000. He, just under 4,000. Is he a little overrated on this list? Sure, but at the same point, it's hard. Is he a top 50 quarterback? Yeah, like a top 50 player in the league? I would argue. Yeah, I mean, playing bad in the playoffs, it happens. I mean, Lamar Jackson's going to be really high on this list, and he plays bad in the playoffs. So, I mean, we can't really hold this. You know what I mean? And that was Jimmy G's first playoff run, and he went all the way to the Super Bowl. Mahomes didn't even make it that far on his first Super Bowl run. You know what I mean? He didn't even make it to the Super Bowl his first playoff run. So I will say at the same, it's sort of fair to go, all right, we can justify Jimmy G being a top 50. In his first full year starting, he did make it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, he choked miserably and had really bad. He didn't play that well. He didn't have to play that well in the playoffs. But people praise Tannehill still and don't really call him overrated when he had like games where he'd go like 8 for 14 and shit. Like he didn't throw the ball either, and people don't really hold that against him. They just said, well, obviously they had Derrick Henry, so they ran it. Well, I mean, can we look at what the 49ers had in the backfield? That was fucking incredible. Of course they ran it. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, of course we're going to run it. Until they can prove they can stop it, why stop? And then Shanahan choked the play calling in the Super Bowl, obviously. Again. Yeah, Jimmy G also shows absolute flashes of being like really good. Like, yeah, the Saints game is a really good example. We'll see with Jimmy G. The question's out on Jimmy Garoppolo, I would say. Nothing is set in stone with Jimmy yet. Alvin Kamara, this is completely overrated. I don't understand why. Never mind. I did not realize he's that involved in the I didn't realize he had 80 catches to go with being a runner last year. Josh Allen going to be scared of a healthy Cam. Yeah, because Cam's going to show him how to do everything proper. So I guess Kamara's good there. I guess that's fine. The 80 catches and the good output still makes sense. Jadeveon Clowney at 41. The fuck is this? Why is he on the list so high? No one even wants him on their team. It's like, well, shouldn't somebody want him on the team before they he shouldn't be that high. Jadeveon's a great player, but he shouldn't be number 41 if he's not even on a team yet. You know what I mean? That seems like it's like, well, no one even wants to sign the guy yet. Fucking the Ravens went all out for Calais Campbell, and he's 50 years old. I had that same thoughts. It's like, yeah. It's like, I agree with a lot of these. Like, yeah, that's not him. This one's fine. Totally fine. This one's the one I'm 100% fine with. No. Is Dak a top 50 player in the NFL? Like, no, man, you can't under succeed with what he has around him. I had that same thought. Bills will see Cam in the play action. Oh yeah, that's going to be frightening. Cam in play action is going to be a big problem, and that's going to scare the shit out of some teams. Because I mean, he can just run. And it's interesting what happens with play action when you have a guy who can actually hoof it. All right, well, that's the top 50. Those are the 100 through 41. So we're getting, I think by tomorrow we'll see the rest of them unveiled. Yeah, I think by tomorrow because that officially starts training camp for everybody. So they'll have all this unveiled by tomorrow. If Aaron Rodgers is in the top 10, I'm going to drink bleach. I hope don't listen to Nuzdark, Kevin. And Bills will go, oh, that's how we are supposed to use Allen. Yeah. I still think Dak is solid and talented, but don't be surprised if Dalton is up next and Cowboys offense is loaded. I don't. It'll take quite a bit to, unless Dak just leaves the team after this season, which he can totally do. What Giants do I think will make the list? I'll answer that in a second. Saquon will make the top 50. And maybe Evan Ingram. You know what? If Evan Ingram was going to sneak on this list, it would have been in this top 50. It would have been 50 through. It would have been somewhere in the 50 through 41. I don't know, man. I think it might just be Barkley. But with Dak, I think he might just be leaving the Cowboys. I think Dak's just going to leave the team. I don't know, man. I think he might be like, they don't believe in me. I feel like Daniel Jones should make the list, but he's going to get setback. Yeah, no, if Daniel would have been on the list, it would have been somewhere in the 100 through 71. I feel like he's not going to crack the next part of this list is going to be like the Marquise Goodwin. Yeah, that hasn't stopped them from. I mean, JJ. We just seen JJ Watt played 8 games last year, and he's right here. I don't think I don't think the players are taken into consideration. It's popularity with the players. This is more of a popularity list, and who had a decent year and who could have a good year this year is how the players are supposed to vote. They're not. But you can tell it's a popularity thing. They don't want to take JJ out of the top. You know what I mean? They don't want to do it because he's still JJ Watt to them. Now, will Daniel Jones be on the list next year? Yeah, probably somewhere. Probably in the 60s, maybe 50 to 41. If he has a really solid year and puts the Giants at like 8-8, 9-7. Because if that happens, it's solely on him. It's not like if that team succeeds next year, it'll be specifically. I don't know so much about your defense, but if that team does succeed next year, it'll be on the shoulder of Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. If like they're good, he's gonna be. That's a real ass dude. That's what I mean, Alex. That's how I'm viewing it. It's like, so I have a feeling they could sneak Evan Ingram in that list. Let's see if Ben can get up there, if he's still got it. No, they won't be putting Ben on this list. Ben's extremely unpopular. I don't think they put Ben on the list for the last, hold on. Let's go look at the 2019 top 100 players list. Top 100. Here we go. This is an interesting one. Oh, hold on. Fuck, what the hell is this? So this is this is last year. Last year, obviously, this was Eric Weddle, Derrick Henry, Tyler Lockett, Byron Jones. This is crazy how much difference a year makes. Carson Wentz, Kyle Fuller, Mitchell Schwartz, TJ Watt, Jarrell Casey, Andrew Whitworth, the 99-year-old guy. Look at this dude. Look how old Andrew Whitworth is. Oh, he was on the top 100 last year at 93. Jarrell Casey, Julian Edelman at 90, Devin McCourty, Cameron Hayward. I'm just looking for Big Ben. Like I said, I don't think he was even on the list last year. Yeah, Big Ben wasn't even on the list last year or the year before. The league don't like him, dude. What the hell's Ben? Ben. Unless he's in the top. Okay, now we're in the see, last year this was weird. Remember this last year? Baker Mayfield over Deshaun Watson? Ha ha, how'd that turn out for the Browns? Ha 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 ha. Myles Garrett. Oh, there was Big Ben. He was 44 last year, and he was 18 the year before. I don't think he's on the list this year. So, that would confuse people. Let's get out of that. I don't want to confuse anybody. That would be kind of fucked up to do, just to leave Ben there. Yeah, TJ already better looking. No, I think we'll see how TJ is going to be. Yeah, TJ is going to be top 30, top 25. They might even throw TJ in the top 15 because his last name's Watt. Yeah, I can't. They really had Baker ahead of Watson at that point. But to be fair, I mean, Baker his rookie year, he didn't really have shit. And then they gave him a whole bunch of weapons and he couldn't do shit with them, which I don't even understand how that works. How do you get worse with more weapons? Is that really on Baker, or is that coaching? Because you don't get worse with more weapons. Mahomes got better statistically. Like with the fine details of passing, he got better from last year to the year before. With better weapons, he got better. You know what I mean? That makes sense. That's how it's supposed to work. Brady got better weapons in 2007, and we've seen what happened. He had no weapons this last year, and we've seen what happened. He was fucking pitiful. It makes you don't get worse with more weapons. Usually it's the opposite. It seems like if you send Baker to New England, he'd win the Super Bowl because they ain't got shit to work with. I wouldn't even want to see Baker with no wide receivers like the Eagles or Pats had last year. The dude probably would have won 16-0, won the Super Bowl. I think Baker is just retarded, like a little retarded, which is cool. I mean, if Baker's just kind of stupid, better than Freddie. Yeah, they should have kept it as Hugh Jackson and Greg Williams, and they should have went Greg Williams as the head coach, Freddie Kitchens as the offensive coordinator, and hired a defensive coordinator. That should have been the move they made. I don't understand what the fuck happened with that. Greg Williams should have been the head coach of that team. They would not have fucked up this year. They'd have been just the same Cleveland team they were last year when Greg took the team over. When they became fucking really good all of a sudden. Because it allowed Freddie Kitchens to just work specifically with the offense. It allowed Greg to just kind of whip the team into shape. Yeah, when they said, why would they draft Daniel Jones? Is that I understand why Giants fans don't like Baker Mayfield. That dude steady who talks shit about the draft. He and then he tried to backtrack it and be like, that's not what I meant. It's like, Baker, you said what you said. You couldn't believe the slack-jawed fucking Manning lookalike got drafted so fucking high. Greg had that Jets defense going. Yeah, Greg's a great defensive. I don't know why no one's going to let him run a football team. I get it. He's a fucking psychopath. Yeah, but I mean, your team's going to win. Bounties and shit will happen. It'll be dope. I'd hire Greg Williams. Shit, he'd be a better coach than half the coaches in the league. And that's just simple facts because players respect Greg Williams. Yeah, that's the only time I lost respect for Baker is when he walked it back. It's like, Baker, man, I hate when he apologizes and walks back his shit talking. It's like, dude, all the shit you do is sort of badass, like planting the flag at the Ohio State shit. When people gave him shit, you know what he should have did? He should have been like, oh, I mean, I'm sorry, maybe just don't lose to me again. Maybe you should have won the game. If it bothers you so much, maybe win the football games and people won't be able to plant their flag at your stadium. Oh shit. What's up, Rogers? How's it going? Baker with the mustache. I appreciated that Baker would shave like in the middle of the game and shit. Uh-oh, Nozdar versus Rogers, huh? Is that the new beef? Yeah, you know what really fucked him over was having a bad season. If he'd have played really good, thrown for like 3,500 yards, 28 to 30 touchdowns, a solid sophomore season. Nobody everyone been like, man, what are we supposed to do with Baker? He can just run his fucking mouth in this league. But I mean, if he's good this year, guys, he's going to be back to being Baker Mayfield, talking shit, shaving half his head after the game and shit. Comes into a game with no hair, leaves the game with a full head of like locked hair and being like, nah, it's my real hair. Big Baker, how the fuck did you grow hair that quickly? Man, like I'd be just shocked. Like I said, Baker can look like two different people at the start and finish of a game. Brady's gonna be literally top 20, if not top 10. Cry harder when he's ranked higher than fucking Rodgers. Actually, they'll probably rank Rodgers higher. The fucking league loves him. You know Brady's making the list. What kind of dumb shit is that? Hold on. Do you want to see where he was last year? If you're curious. Let's see where Brady was last year. We had gotten all the way down to 44 before we had gotten who we were looking for last time. This is last year, so I wonder where he's going to be. Oh, Brady was number 6 last year. And he was number 1 in 2018. So, yeah, no, he's definitely not making the list. The league voted on by the players. In 2017, he was number 1, I'm pretty sure. I'm glad you said that. You know what? Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Steelers fan, I also have a TJ Watt autographed rookie card. Oh, that's pretty dope. So I wonder who was, 2018. Who was number 1 last year? Oh, yeah, it was Aaron Donald. This is because the fucking stupid shit with Aaron Rodgers, dude. I swear. It's always dumb Aaron Rodgers shit. All right, now I want to look up 2018 NFL top. Oh, yeah, it's been a half hour. Hold on. No, Brady would probably be in the. I'm doing this on purpose. I'm looking to tell you what each person voted in previous years who was, near the top, so you understand where they vote Tom typically. In 2018, Tom was number 1. In 2017, Tom was number 1. Do you understand what this means? This is from 2018. Last year in 2019, they finally didn't vote him number 1, right?
Yep.
Voted him number 6. But the previous 2 years, he'd been number 1. Let's quickly go look at 2017 so I can further make my point. Oh, wait, Brady ranked number. Okay, let's go up to number 1. Where the hell is where's the list? What the fuck is this? This is before they did it the same way for whatever reason. What is this? Okay, this is weird. They did. Brady was 2016 NFL top 100 players. Who was number 1 in that year? Oh, Cam Newton was. Oh yeah, he went 15-1 the year before. So, it went Brady, Watt, Antonio Brown, Peterson, Rodgers, Kuechly, Julio Jones. So Brady's literally been number 1 or number 2 for the past 5 years on that list. And you genuinely don't think Tom's going to be in the top 10 this year? Do you know how good the NFL players think Tom Brady is? They genuinely think that dude walks on water and shit. Like until like it's always the same story with Tom Brady from everybody else in the league, right? It's always you don't believe it and then you play against him, or you play on the same team as him, or you meet somebody who has. Do you get the point I'm trying to make, that the way this list works? I'm trying to explain to you how this fucking list works, and you're not listening. You're looking at it from a weird fan perspective of hating Tom Brady. The players in the NFL do not hate Tom Brady like you do.
Who are you arguing with?
They take everything into consideration. Trust me on this. Brady will be in the top 10, man. He'll be number 10 at the very worst.
Are you arguing with Rodgers?
Yeah, because he keeps saying, well, stop. I'm trying to explain to him why it's important to look at the past of those lists, because they vote very similarly like their top 5. Oh, shit, what happened?
Sorry.
You good? Oh, you're good.
My bad.
Oh, you're good. But that's all. That's all, Rodgers.
Yeah, Brady, I think he'll top 15 at tops.
Yeah, I mean, at the worst, at worst, he's top 15. I mean, is he really not one of the top 15 players in the NFL still?
The NFL will never do something bad to him. Like, they love Brady, you know?
And it's a list by the players. They genuinely won't disrespect a guy like Tom. They will not do that. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, can you name 20 players, 10 players better than Tom Brady?
Let's see. Well, Lamar Jackson last year.
I mean, yeah, you can name a couple quarterbacks, but I mean, if you're gonna say Drew Brees is in the top 10, then so is Tom Brady. You know what I mean? And they're gonna try to throw Drew Brees in the top 10. We all know that, because the league likes Drew Brees. I mean, I don't know. Drew Brees might get fucked over in the voting now. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm getting bored of the whole anti-Brady narrative. Like I said, man, I'm done arguing in favor of my stuff. Yeah, Brady isn't washed up. I mean, he had a better year. Fucking Breeze. Let's look at Breeze's statistics, dude. Like, good for Drew Brees. Also has Michael Thomas to throw the football to. Brady had Edelman, who needed surgery. Mohamed Sanu needed surgery. N'Keal Harry was playing on plantar fasciitis, and we didn't have any tight ends. They also have Jared Cook in New Orleans. So I really don't want to hear about it, anything to do with the Saints. They also have Alvin Kamara. So also, like, what the fuck did Tom have to work with? Despite that, he still got his team to. What was his team's record last year?
Whose? The
Patriots.
12-4.
12-4, despite not having anything. Okay.
It was 11-5 or 12-4. I forgot. Actually, if you look at Brees' stats from last year, it's not too bad. 27 touchdowns to 4 picks, and he had like 116.3 passer rating. So he had a good year statistically. Yeah,
and he can throw the ball to Michael Thomas. Yeah, it's really hard to be a bad quarterback when you can just lob it to Michael Thomas. Because people take shots against Brady in his 2007 season. Yeah, it's really easy just to throw the ball up to Randy Moss. Well, guess what? It's really easy just to throw the ball up to fucking Michael Thomas. So Drew Brees, the only reason Drew Brees looks good is Sean Payton's system anyway. Want to play that game with Brady? If you want to play games with Brady, I'll destroy you with fucking overrated system quarterback Drew Brees. Only fucking Super Bowl came against the choke artist fucking Peyton Manning. Wow. No, he's a choke. I don't respect choke artist quarterbacks. I've never said one bad word about Big Ben.
What?
Like, nope. No. Big Ben is one in the playoffs. He doesn't choke in Super Bowls.
Are you still?
I mean, he lost to Aaron Rodgers, and
you still don't. You still don't like him though.
I don't say anything bad. I don't shit on his career. I don't say he's a choke artist. And my only knock against these people is they're choke artists. I'm allowed to have that opinion. I'm allowed to disrespect the fact that they're choke artists professionally. That's what they do is they choke on big old dicks. I don't respect one ring having ass quarterbacks. You can be fluky and get one. Yeah, 5 game-winning drives in the Super Bowl is so lucky. Yeah. Countless game-winning drives in the playoffs. Really? Have I ever once said anything about Eli Manning even other than he wasn't that good in the regular season? I've literally said no, he's a Hall of Famer. I don't know about it's gonna be an interesting debate for first ballot.
Are you talking about Eli?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've never really shitted on him because guess what I take serious?
The playoffs.
Yeah. I take that very seriously. And Eli Manning's a great example.
Yeah.
Dude wasn't that good in the regular season. I have nothing nice to say about that. It's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, it's like
but
yeah, he's great in the postseason. Really
good. Whatever, man. Lucky, you know. Is it luck or is it the Patriots practice for weird situations? I've seen footage of the Patriots practicing for all sorts of weird shit that has actually happened in games to them. And they all talk about it. Look up Kyle Van Noy talking about a very specific situation. And they practice for weird shit and the situations happen in the game. What am I salty about? We've got 6 Super Bowls. Like, what am I salty about? We've won the division for the past 20 years. 12, I'm sorry. Because of fucking Matt Castle. You guys got a system, even though you didn't make the playoffs the year after you went undefeated. You went 11-5. Yeah, that's not the play. Yeah, great. You can go 15-0, and if you don't make the play, if you go 15-1, not make the playoffs, I don't give a shit about it. I don't think that's possible, but maybe someone in your division goes 16-0. Again, not possible, but Mahomes is the reason they made the Super Bowl. What? No. Why didn't he make it the year before against the Patriots? If it was just Mahomes, they would have won it the first year Mahomes was starting for the team. They had to add more pieces into the offense for them to win the Super Bowl. And they had to add Tyrann Mathieu on defense. Arguably, the reason they won the Super Bowl is adding Tyrann Mathieu to play safety, right? Because, their defense was the thing holding them back. And Tyrann Mathieu was a significant force on their defense. So, no, I don't agree with you. It was Tyrann Mathieu that won them the Super Bowl. Not Mahomes. Mahomes should have won it the first year. If it was just Mahomes, the reason they would have won the Super Bowl, they would have won the Super Bowl. What cost them going was their defense. What won them this time would have been, I'm going to argue, Tyrann Mathieu showing up. I don't know. Personally, I think it's Tyrann Mathieu. Personally, I think it's adding Sammy Watkins, adding Mecole Hardman, adding in 50 different distractions to leave Tyreek Hill a little bit more open, leave Travis Kelce a little bit more open, the guys that actually matter. People always go, oh, those guys aren't real weapons. They still draw like major you're still going to put you're going to pay attention to Sammy Watkins. What, are you going to just leave him wide open? No. You're going to leave Mecole Hardman open? No. That means you're not double covering Hill and fucking Kelce. You physically can't do it. So no, adding more weapons and adding in fucking Tyrann Mathieu is why they won a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have had to add in that much more weaponry to win a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, lining up off sides is getting hosed. You won the Chiefs would have won the game if their dumbass player didn't line up off sides. Why? Because their defense was poor. They're a poorly coached football team. That's not my problem. They're poorly coached. That's not being lucky. That's just the other team being poorly coached. Well, that's because the Texans are really bad. The Patriots just got The refs just threw the game out the window and turned it to the Patriots. Oh, yeah, let's just ignore, 3 third-down conversions of over 10 yards. Whatever. That doesn't mean anything. Again, just the refs. The refs let them throw the ball like that. Oh, my God, they had one goal. Let's bring up a playoff series that literally cements Tom Brady's legacy as one of the greatest fucking clutch performers in sports history. By even the most student Brady supporters don't bring up that overtime against the Patriots. You want to know why? Tom really converted 3 straight 3rd and 10s on their bitch asses. Again, one bad roughing the passer call determined the whole outcome of the game. Is that really your argument? Can I argue that there was a play missed like 2 plays before that actually would have put the Patriots at like the 10-yard line? If you remember, there was a very, very blatant missed pass interference call on Rob Gronkowski, who was going to catch a football, and they fucking tackled him in midair for whatever reason as they went up to go get the ball, right? Before the roughing the passer play. This happened, by the way. If we all remember, there was a very blatantly missed roughing the they just missed pass interference on Gronkowski. That literally would have put them that literally at like the 10-yard line. Are we forgetting about the missed pass interference call on Rob Gronkowski? Are we forgetting about that? Because if we're going to bring up blown calls, the only reason that fucking game went to overtime, it's either they only went to overtime because that missed. Hey, all I do is make excuses. Hold on. That's why the Patriots won, right? Think about this. Just think about this. He said, all you do is make excuses. And all he's been doing is making excuses as to why Tom Brady isn't good. Instead of just going, yeah, he's good. Pats got lucky against the Jags. He's making excuses as to why the Patriots are good instead of just admitting the obvious. Is it every time they're just super lucky, or are they just good? At what point is it luck, or is it just they're good and they're better coached? Like, dude, what point? Like, how much lucky? Like, are they that lucky? Is every other team just that fucking unlucky? Think about that, man. You're really saying the entire dynasty is built off of luck. What in the fuck kind of logic is that? You do know the league actually like fucking hates this team, right? You know, you do realize what a tampering with game equipment penalty is, right? Congress for? Like they almost went to the Supreme fucking Court over because they wanted to like give him more. They suspended him for 4 games for no fucking reason. Do you know what a tampering with the game ball penalty is historically? A $10,000 fine. Tom Brady got suspended for 4 fucking games. Do you see like where there's like, yeah, dude, the league doesn't want the Patriots winning like this. It's not good for business to have a team as unlikable as the Patriots continue to win. So you're like pretending like the league is like hoping the Patriots keep winning. No, they don't want that team to win. It's not good for their business. Like what is good about half the fucking world hating one team and them just keep winning? Like they would lose every Super Bowl if that was the case. You know what I mean? Like they'd get to the Super Bowl and lose all of them, not have won 6 out of 9 of them. And one of them they clearly threw against the Eagles. I don't know what Belichick was doing in that game. They fucking didn't play Butler. You can argue one of their Super Bowl losses was purely luck. You do realize you haven't made a single point anybody's agreed with you, Rogers. And you know what's funny about this? Everyone here hates Tom Brady's guts. You're actually, what's up, Light Shadows? Rod, you do realize what you're doing. What I actually appreciate about you is you're going to actually be possibly exposed as a Patriots fan or something here. You're turning my entire chat into like Tom Brady defenders. Go, come on, man, you're being bullshit. It's like you're not even. It's like, and you're making people who don't like this team actually start defend Brady and go, I like what you're doing, man. I appreciate it. Keep it up. Thank you. Soon we're going to have a whole army of Patriots fans going, man, no, they're not even, he's the GOAT. I think you're the only one who's expressed a deep lack of not understanding football. You're saying an entire dynasty of 20 years of winning is just lucky. I don't think that's possible. You get lucky 1 year like the Jaguars did. The Jaguars being relevant in 2017 was lucky. And Brady. You're forgetting literally 60% of the equation, which is Tom Brady. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you pretending Brady had no relevance to the team when the 1 year they didn't have Tom Brady, they went 11-5 and didn't make the playoffs? Huh. I get that Belichick's a big part of it. And without Brady, Belichick isn't the GOAT coach. He was not clearly on any kind of path to become the greatest coach in NFL history before Tom showed up. What evidence was there of that? I didn't see any of it. They fired his ass in Cleveland. He quit the Jets job. The Patriots probably weren't going to keep him around if he kept going 5-11 for too long with a talented quarterback like Drew Bledsoe. I mean, he also got fired from Cleveland because he was a bad coach, had one playoff run that ended disastrously. So, I mean, we can keep going. I mean, Belichick clearly, didn't work it before Brady. Like, he didn't have a good run before Tom showed up. He did get fired from Cleveland, if you're forgetting about that. And then they got moved to the Browns. They got moved to Baltimore. Are you like forgetting about like being terrible in Cleveland for except 1 year? FYI, Bill Belichick has openly stated that Tom Brady runs the offense with fucking Josh McDaniels. Have you ever seen the clip of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick diagramming an offense, trying to diagram playing the Ravens together? Do you want to see Bill Belichick taking very hard input from Tom Brady regarding how to play Ed Reed? Do you think a system quarterback would have that level of input that I could show you? To the point where Bill Belichick goes, oh, shit, that's a very good idea, and writes it down, and they actually eventually run that play and get a touchdown with it. Yeah, that's what system quarterbacks do, right? They diagram out plays and actually, like, run them later in the week and then score against Ed Reed in that play. What's up, Eric? Tigers choked. Oh, yeah, no, it's fine. We lost. We didn't choke. We just got beat up. The Tigers just lost today. Yeah. There's no choking. We just got beat.
I just don't know what to say.
We just got beat up. It happened. Shit. We what happened was Fulmer made his first start in 2 years, and he lost it quick. Like, I think he got the yips. Like, it happens in baseball. I call it the yips. Some pitchers, sometimes they just fucking don't have it. That you could just see it immediately. And you could kind of see it immediately with Fulmer. He was leaving sliders over the plate. And when you start seeing sliders that aren't like going, like giving it that like proper thing, he's 43 years old. I've been hearing he's washed up for years. So even if, like, in your logic, it wouldn't matter to you if he's bad in Tampa. It doesn't prove anything. You already said he's washed up. What does it prove if he's bad in Tampa for you? To me, it just says, oh, yeah, he's done then. He's 43 years old. He probably should have retired. I just said he was. Didn't I just say that? He's 43 years old. He's 43. If he's bad, he's just done playing football. It's like Drew Brees. If Drew Brees is bad, he's just done playing football. Like, when you're in your 40s and you're still playing in the NFL, if you have a bad season, you do realize that doesn't mean you're like a shitty system player. You're just old. You're done. I can't imagine you have a large shelf life after 40. I mean, you could probably be good 1 week, and then the very next week you could just be fucking trash because you're just done. Your body's just done. Like, dude, are you like ignoring the fact that he is 43? No, if he plays good, he plays good. He's just having. Look, dude, you do realize there isn't very many players that played in the 40s, right? Especially 43 onward. What's up, that one guy? If he's done at 43, there's not. If he would have left the Patriots at 40 and been bad, from 40 to 43, and been bad the last few years. Yeah, it's maybe a system quarterback. He's just he's in a win-win situation. If he's bad, there's nothing you can do. Oh, okay, listen. This guy doesn't like Tom Brady. Hey Daniel, would you call if you don't like Tom Brady at all, do you? If he's bad in Tampa Bay, would you say that exposes him as a system quarterback, or he's just an old ass man that should probably retire should retire? I don't understand. It's like, Rodgers, you do understand that Tom shouldn't be playing anymore, right? Your hatred of a player is driving a narrative that's not very good. If he stinks in Tampa, he's an old ass man. If he's making bad throws, do you understand that, right? If he's just making bad throws that aren't making it to the receiver, he's too slow, he's getting sacked a lot, shit like that. You do realize that all that shows is he's just if Brady's good, then he's just playing good, and he shouldn't be because he's old as fuck. You do know I don't think he should be playing good. I think he should have been bad last year, just like I think Drew Brees will be bad. I don't like old players. Brady's just my all-time favorite player in sports. So I'm going to support him, and I hope he does great. But what the fuck? What am I, dude? I don't know what to predict for Tom Brady coming up. I think he's going to be good. All signs last year pointed that he didn't really fall off much. He had the worst receivers in the NFL. What are you supposed to do with that? Literally, what are you supposed to do with that? Still threw for almost 4,000. I think it was over 4,000 yards despite having that fucking offense. Or it was goddamn. Let's look. I'm going to look at his numbers. Hold on. What did he throw for last year? He threw for fucking 4,057 yards. So the fact that he went for 4,000 yards with that garbage of a shit, you will call him good and you won't mention his name. Why wouldn't I mention what? If Tom Brady's good, I will call him good and not mention his name. Why would I do that? If Brady's good and the Patriots suck, you do understand. I'm very right about everything here, right? Okay, I have a question for you. Rodgers is better than Brady. What happens if the Patriots are terrible without Tom Brady? What if we win 5 games this year, even with Cam Newton? No, I will talk about his age. Yeah, I will. I talked about his age all last year. I talked about his age this offseason. I talk about Drew Brees' age. I talk about all these quarterbacks' age when they do good. That's all I do. It's amazing that they're playing this well despite being 42 years old. I don't understand. Are you going to answer my question? What happens if the Patriots are bad? Will you be able to admit that Brady was the reason for all the success? I'm talking if we don't win despite having Cam Newton, will you be able to come back here and admit like a goddamn man that Tom Brady was the reason for all the dynasties? Like if we don't win, because the only reason if we're not good without Brady, then he's not a system quarterback. He was the reason for the success. Will you be able to do that, or what would be your excuse for that? What happens if we're not? I'm not asking no concerns. I have no concerns about that either. I'm asking what if we're not, though? What if we win 5 games? I'm not asking about this is what will you be able to admit what's going to happen if we don't win 10 or 11, if we're a 5-win team. No, I don't want the team to do bad at all. I literally have been saying I hope Jarrett Stidham wins 11 games and is the next Steve Young. That's wildly incorrect, you fucking retard. Don't ever fucking say I want my team to do bad, you stupid bitch. Don't ever fucking say that. No. I don't want my team to do bad ever. I hope the dynasty keeps going. But what if it doesn't and it's over? That's what I'm asking you, bitch. You don't flip this on me. You answer my fucking question. Will you be able to say that Tom Brady was the reason for all the success? This is my favorite question to ask anti-Tom Brady people, because they won't answer the fucking question. See, they will not answer the question.
This is. I'm just.
Nope.
Sorry for not talking.
Oh, you're fine.
It's just this debate. I don't know what to add to it.
I can admit the truth. What truth is there to admit? I'm asking you a fucking question, dude. Answer my fucking question, or you're going to get timed out, dude. I'm getting annoyed of this. If you're not going to answer my question and be able to admit that Brady was the reason for the success, because you know that that's a trap question, because that would mean that there's partial. Yeah, because, dude, why can't you say that if they do bad without Tom, then it was Brady the reason for the success, 100%. Because if they go back to being a 5-win team, Belichick goes back to being the coach he was with the Browns, then guess what it was? It was fucking Tom Brady that brought the team up. Nothing else. Nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
So if the Patriots continue to succeed without Tom, it had nothing to do with Tom Brady. But if the Patriots don't succeed with Tom Brady, it was only partly Tom Brady. Is that really your fucking line of logic?
Brandon just showed up.
Let me hear that first. No, Brandon, you don't understand. This guy's fucking retarded, dude. Brandon, no, you don't. This has been going on for like 40 minutes now of just, he's not making any, he's just saying random things, Mr. Rogers. I apologize. Like, okay, thank you. Thank you. That's the only thing I wanted you to fucking say. And you don't know, I don't even want you to apologize. You never have to do that. Please never apologize. I would want you to admit that Brady was the reason for the success. I have no problem admitting that, say we fucking win 12 games and win a Super Bowl, hey, Brady might have been a system quarterback. I think I've said that like about 1,000 times now about like that exact situation. Like, yeah, I have no problem admitting that, say if Cam Newton comes in and wins a Super Bowl with us, that puts a suspect damper on Brady being, a system quarterback. Stidham would have been much worse. That would have been like, oh, yeah, he's a system quarterback. Of course he is. Cam Newton, not so much. Former MVP, a little bit harder to disprove Brady's, greatness when another MVP replaces you and potentially succeeds. I've always said that. Yeah, I've literally been saying that since he left the team.
So it's so if he does good, he's assistant.
No, not just good. I'm talking wins a Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Then you can make the argument. But if they don't, then no. But literally, I'm talking they have to come in and win a Super Bowl, man. And then you can make the argument, yeah, that's fair. But if not, then dude, no. I've literally been making this argument the whole time. We're not that good of a baseball team. It happens. When you're not that good of a team, you lose baseball games. We threw a guy who hasn't pitched since 2018, and then we threw three rookie pitchers making their debuts and they got teed off on. Shit happens. I don't know what the fuck Detroit was doing in that game. Don't make a Super Bowl, enter a playoff team. You lost this argument. No, it doesn't, because making the playoffs. Not with 7 teams making the playoffs now. The Patriots will probably just get in with a 9-7 record, even if they finish second in the division. They still probably get in. There's 7 teams that make it, dude. There's gonna be 500 teams that make the playoffs. From here on forward, just making the playoffs to me doesn't mean shit anymore, even. To be honest, because if your team can get in now with a 500 record, and there are years where there would have been a couple teams with under 500 records in the fucking playoffs with the new 7-team format. See you later, Rodgers. Yeah, I know, right? Rodgers will make the argument. Cam went 9-7. See, Rob, Brady's the system QB. Even though the system was changed, because now they're running an RPO offense that's centered around a mobile running quarterback. But they're still running the same system that Brady would be running. No, totally. We're still running the same offense with that Brady ran. That's what the system is. Changing it up and getting a totally different quarterback and changing the offense entirely. What a great system that is. Imagine ignoring that the replacement is fucking Cam Newton. The polar opposite of whatever Tom Brady is. Pats will win the NFC. Let's move on from this debate stuff, though.
Yeah.
It's dude, again, you're good from now on. You're timed out if you bring in that shit anymore. I didn't have much to talk about, and I felt like arguing. So, there's that. So
all you talk about here anymore. That's pretty much all it is.
Yeah, there's not much else to talk about.
Yeah. But when football starts, there'll be.
Oh yeah. That I'll be kicking people out if all they talk about is the Patriots. I mean, it's hard sometimes not talking about it because that is the team I like to talk about. But
I didn't get your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on the Marlins today getting the COVID?
That's unfortunate.
Is there going to be a problem with football being
as long as it didn't spread to the Phillies in some kind of weird and everything is fucked up now. I don't think things will be too bad, but the NFL needs to plan a bubble out.
Yeah, I don't know where would you do it though.
I was thinking they could do 3 or 4 of them and throw or at least do maybe 3 bubbles with 10 teams in each. Something like that, where you could do one in Texas, one in Florida, one in California or New York.
I guess.
Or just where there's big swaths of land because I know New York has a lot of football fields. So they could do a bubble there. Because, it's essentially you could do 5 games a week in each of the bubbles.
Do a bubble in New York?
Yeah, I think that's just because there's a lot of teams also in that East Coast area.
That's true, but New York is one of the bigger areas with COVID-19. Even though it's gotten better, still.
It's more or less like it's the same as the NBA. As long as you isolate it out, I think it's it's kind of like doing it in Florida. It seems like it's Vital is out for the season. Yeah, I know he opted out. This is sort of a Patriots channel. I've thought about making it the Dirty Patriots TV for a while and just running with it being a Patriots fan channel for about a year and seeing how much bigger it gets. And then just going back to Dirty Rob TV. They'd be like, what the fuck happened? Be like, hey, man, I also like the Lions. And they would accept that. Patriots fans feel nothing toward the Lions. They actually think I feel like, Mike, you're a pure Patriots fan for the most part. What are your thoughts on the Lions? Do you think they're like an adorable little brother trying to be a lot like the Patriots? I mean, they've signed everybody. Like, I have an innate soft spot towards them, so I can.
Ew.
The Lions. So like, I like them. They're my I really like the Lions. Like, if the Patriots didn't exist, I wouldn't like. I'd just be a Lions fan, just angry all the time.
Yeah, I mean, how many Patriots players do they have? They got Amendola. Who is that? Only Amendola.
Let's see. Let me look over. Let's see. There's Amendola, Duron Harmon, Jamie Collins, Trey Flowers, Danny Shelton, Justin Coleman.
Well, it might be because that Patricia's there and he loves the Patriots players.
Yeah, Patriot. Yeah, they're called the Great Lakes Patriots. Some people say the Patriots South. Okay. I'll give my opinions on Josh Allen in a second. I don't think he belonged on that list. But again, I get why the players put him on there because of his running ability.
I can get that too, but not over Kyler. Kyler is higher than that.
Yeah, Josh should have been like number 100 if they were putting him on the list. That's my thoughts on it. I get why they put him on the list, and the list is a popularity thing. And Josh is very respected in the league because he is. I will give him some credit. He runs really hard. Oh, stupid. He's stupid about the way he runs. It's the reason his career, it's like Cam Newton's. Like, you don't want to do that because you wind up like Cam. You want to run like Lamar and Michael Vick did. Smart. Sorry. You got to run like those two. And try to stop running by the end of your career. By about year 5, you got to slow the fuck down.
Rob, how much can you bet that the first player on the list will be either Mahomes or Jackson?
Or Aaron Donald.
Jackson, too.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those 3 guys, I think. Yeah, it's either Mahomes or Jackson, but I don't know. I'm thinking Mahomes. They're going to put Patrick up there.
Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, Jackson and Mahomes should both be in the top 3. There's no doubt.
Yeah, I'm trying to wonder who the top 10 is going to be.
How about Deshaun Watson? Was he not picked yet?
He was way up there. He was in the top 50. No, he hasn't been up yet, has he? No, not yet.
He's gonna be picked eventually,
Yeah, he's gonna be in the top, probably the next in the 49 through 41. Yeah, that's the next list revealed.
Michael Thomas hasn't cracked the list yet. He'll be higher. He could be top 10. I had no problem with that.
Who's that, Lamar?
Michael Thomas.
Oh, yeah, they'll put him top 10. They'll probably have him at 5.
Yeah, I can see that.
Tyreek Hill's going to be number 1. I'd laugh my balls off at all the Chiefs people told you guys.
I would.
What did I tell you Chiefs fans? That it wasn't fucking Mahomes. The Honey Badger's number 1. I'd be like, ooh. Even the league agrees that it's him that won them that Super Bowl. No, they got Saquon, and I have a weird feeling Evan Ingram's going to sneak on that list, you guys.
I doubt.
And the only reason I think that is because didn't they give him a 90 overall in Madden too? Or an 89 or some bullshit?
Oh, that was stupid. 88 or something like that.
Yeah, he's the highest, weirdly, he's very high rated as a tight end, not named Gronk or Zach Ertz or, you know what I mean?
I think everyone in all fans of every team know that Evan Ingram is a playmaker. When healthy, he's a playmaker. He has gifted talent.
And I think he's liked. I think he's very well liked in the league. He's very league popular.
He is popular. I rarely hear bad things about him, Mike.
No, I don't. You never do.
He just can't stay healthy, dude.
Oh, I didn't think. No, Golden Tate would have already been on the list. He's not going to get top 50.
Nah. I mean,
No, they're already into the top 50, and we haven't seen Golden Tate on there yet. I didn't think about Golden Tate.
how about Darius Slayton? I mean, he was great for the Giants.
He would have already been on. They're not going to top 50 him.
No.
Not yet. Not quite yet.
You know what? Andy Reid should be number one for winning his first Super Bowl.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Oh, Andy Reid should be the first because he won his first.
Oh, yeah. They should put him on the coach's GOAT list. No, that's usually, I think they always do that, and it's usually Bill Belichick by, like, everybody votes him number one.
Oh, yeah. He's the GOAT.
I think the last couple years it's been Pete Carroll at number two. I think they'll finally give Andy Reid number two.
Yeah. Who do you think is a better coach, Carroll or Reid?
Carroll.
I would say Reid. Just because he went to the Chiefs. They started to play really good. He made Alex Smith Smith is already good, but he made the Chiefs were nothing without Reid before he went there.
Yeah, and I mean the Chiefs were halfway decent, or the Seahawks were all right, but they were in a bad spot. And my only argument is Andy Reid seems to be able to build a team, and then once it falls apart, he can't rebuild it. Whereas Pete Carroll's had his team fall apart, and he's really close to having it rebuilt. And he's been putting teams he was favored to win one game last year by odds makers, and they went 10-6. So despite nobody believing in his football team, they won 10 games last year, and they're very similar. They should both be more winning. Yeah. It seems like, doesn't it? It seems like they're very similar, but Pete's more of the defensive oriented players coach, and Andy's the offensive oriented. I'd want to play for Pete Carroll more than Andy Reid.
Me too. I would choose Carroll to play for than Reid, but they're both good coaches though.
Yeah, it's so hard, and that's such a hard one.
So I'm gonna ask you what from 1 to 5, your 5 top coaches in the league. I would say Belichick is unquestionably number 1. So that's
go Belichick, then probably Andy. Then right now I would say Andy Reid, then Pete Carroll, Harbaugh. Probably Sean Payton, dude.
Yeah, Sean Payton.
It's Payton.
Yeah, I would say Payton.
I hate to even argue against Sean Payton, but he makes Drew Brees. No, I'm just kidding. He did help. I mean, the reason he really is good with quarterbacks and offensive play games.
Yeah, he is. He's like a genius when it comes to quarterbacks. I'm just really impressed with what they did with Taysom Hill. That was
and Teddy Bridgewater too.
Yeah, Bridgewater.
Dude went 6-0.
Yeah, Bridgewater they plugged him right in. He beat the Cowboys that one night. He did well.
So, yeah, Mike just made a good comment, and the stupid Jets just gave Pete the safety he desperately needed. Yeah, I know. They just gave Pete Carroll a fucking dangerous weapon, because Pete Carroll, the one thing he knows in the NFL, man, it's not good. It's not good what he just got his hands on, because, remember how good he was with fucking Earl Thomas? This dude is a safety guru. Pete Carroll can coach the shit out of that position. And he's now got Quandre Diggs, very, very good, and Jamal Adams as his safeties. That's fucking – that's going to be –
Yeah, Jamal's going to be a monster in Seattle.
And Quandre Diggs is going to have a big season because of that.
So the last great safety for the Seahawks was Cam Chancellor. Jamal Adams, the next one.
Patricia is not number 32. He's about to be he's about to put the Lions into the Super Bowl. Don't worry. It's gonna be Kevin. Stop worrying, man. It's gonna be the Patriots versus Lions Super Bowl finally that I've been hoping for my whole life. Eventually, it will happen.
I don't know if you would like this because you're a Patriots fan, but it'd be interesting to watch a Jets-Giants Super Bowl one day.
That would be interesting. There's a lot of good potential Super Bowls that I would like to watch. Jets-Giants is one of them. There isn't really very many good AFC versus NFC matchups that are intriguing. Cowboys Texans would be very, very interesting.
Yeah, that would be huge.
Um,
Maybe like a Florida team, like the
like the
the
Dolphins, Bucks, like the teams that played sit by each other, Bucks and Tampa, or Bucks and Oakland, but the Oakland and the 49ers. That's always that would be a fun one. I think that's happened in the past too, which is always good. Everything works out for the Patriots. We went from having to face Adams twice a year to none to one. Yeah, I know, and that's only for 1 year. Then we don't have to face Adams again until 4 more years.
Yeah.
We're almost done facing this motherfucker. Thank you, New York Jets.
You'll get by him. He'll be fun.
I would say, Kevin, we're not the joke in the NFL anymore. The Lions have a small amount of respect in the league. It's not much. It's not a lot, and they're very quickly shit on by people. But we're not the punching bag anymore. There's a lot worse situations than us. It's called the Cincinnati Bengals. That's the bad team now. We're past that shit, by the way. We due to Matthew Stafford, I think we're not that team anymore. Once he's gone, we're fucked, though. I hope everybody understands how desperately bad that situation was last year. We were very bad without Stafford, and we're slowly going. If without him, we will be the punching bag. The biggest joke in the league right now is Washington. Yeah, there's always the Washington. There's the Jets. There's the Bengals. There's usually the Browns. Like the Browns too. Like, come on.
Yeah. Hold on. I got a question. How many games did Stafford play last year?
What was it?
Like 5 or something?
7, maybe 8. Let me look at it. It wasn't.
He's underrated. I mean, I've always been a Stafford guy.
He played in. What was it last? I'm sorry, I'm looking right now. Wikipedia.
He showed 19 touchdowns, 2,500 yards, and 5 picks.
8 games. Yep, he played in half the season. That's why he's projected to throw for just under 40 TDs, 5,000 yards. Because that you could just half his numbers. You just add half in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen another Patriots. Yeah, the right tackle. Yeah, there's 2 Patriots that opted out.
Wow.
We went. I know. Stafford did lose some games. I believe we went 3-4-1 with Matthew Stafford starting. But like we lost the rest of the games. We went 12-1. So it's not like anything got better.
And I got another question for you. How many more years do you think it will take for the Lions to be a Super Bowl team, an actual team, and to contend?
Like on paper, the Lions. Like if you look at it, the way I look at it, the worst thing of the Lions right now is the linebacking corp and the offensive line. They have a promising secondary. They have a promising front seven. They have a promising offense. On paper, again, I have to stress this. On paper, the Lions are nowhere near like a bad team. I would say they're about 3-4 years away. If they can find a good middle linebacker or a good just random linebacker who just shines, that would be probably what puts them over the edge. Because I would say linebacker it's such a weakness for them.
Do you guys still have Devin Kennard?
I think so, because I really hope we didn't get rid of him.
Yeah, I remember
he did
a few years ago.
He's for the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, we got rid of him.
Oh, yeah. You also
because I think you got Jamie Collins now.
Collins is much better anyway. Yeah, and you also got rid of Snacks. What were your thoughts on that? Snacks is still, I think he's a dominant interior lineman.
Yeah,
would you?
Lions are. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Would you have liked to keep Snacks Harrison?
No, because we got Danny Shelton to replace him, and that was the Patriots' defensive tackle last year, and he's pretty good. Danny Shelton's very good, especially playing with a guy like Trey Flowers again this coming year. and Romeo Okawa. We drafted Romeo's little brother, or we drafted Okawa's little brother. So we have both of those guys. It's, hopefully Michael Onuwunu can fill in for Marcus Cannon. Yeah, I hope so, man. I get the players are opting out. A couple guys have. I think it's Vital. Yeah, Snacks is still a free agent. Would you want your team to go get him again? Will you play for less money, bitch?
I don't want him. Our line is already really good. I think it's rated with what we got. We got Dexter Lawrence, Dalvin Thompson, Leonard Williams. Those are great run stoppers. And they can get to the quarterback. We're gonna probably fit in a 3-4 type scheme. And I like it, but I don't want.
Did you hear the Lions might try to make an offer on Golden here real quick?
Golden? No, it's too late.
Yeah, it's the Lions. That passed. I forgot. Yeah, that all passed on.
Yeah, the pass.
I forgot. There was like that weird worry that it was like the Patriots or the Lions were about to like try to make a huge snag attempt on fucking Marcus Golden at the last second on the Giants. Be like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll offer it here.
Oh man,
that would have fucked you guys up because he's very good. He's very good.
I mean, he's really good. Yeah.
Cardinals will be the Browns this year, 6-10.
I have high hopes for the Cardinals. I think they'll be good.
Sheila Ford going to be more. I hope Sheila's a better owner. We'll see. We do have new ownership on the Detroit Lions, so that's a big thing. Very important. No, I don't think it was Marcus Cannon who. Let me see. I'm gonna look this up. No, it's not. It's not Marcus Cannon. It's Hold on. It's Danny Vitale and Patriots guard Najee Toran is the other one who is opting out. Najee Toran and Vitale. It's not Marcus. Marcus Cannon is still playing. Barry Sanders should be the owner. I think so. I know it's still the Ford family, but I mean, she's also like, part not Ford. Like even more diluted from the Nazi Fords. So like she's less evil. And the only reason the direct Fords are like directly cursed and can't win is because they were Nazis. So, and you don't get to win things in life. You just lose, if you're a Nazi. That's why all these Nazis don't. That's why the Clippers were so bad and couldn't win shit when Sterling was the owner. Is because he's like a piece of shit. Karma works in funny ways.
Yeah.
Robert Kraft's a good person. They win lots of Super Bowls. It makes sense. Sure, he gets his dick pulled by Asian women's, but like, if your wife died of cancer, what would you be doing at 70 years old? And if you're still a guy at 70. At the end of the day, it never turns off. Apparently, for men, it's awful. So you got it for life, however you want to look at it. And when your wife dies, he's got like a 20-year-old girlfriend, Robert Kraft. I'm surprised more people don't go after him for his young girlfriend. Well, I salute anyone who's in their 70s that's still going to dick tugging places. Sorry, I think that's cool. I'm like, fuck yeah, good for you. Yeah, Cannon's not out yet. He'll get injured somehow and be out. Yeah, I don't even know who Najee Toran is. I'm glad they're out. Fuck you. You sound like you're terrible. Do I still have merch? Yeah, I still have merch. I'll message you on Instagram about it, my friend. Rams might not even be as bad as people think. All Patch channel dropping the truth. Hell yeah. I'm going to grab a little bit more pop real quick. Be right back. Actually, I'm going to grab a smoke real quick. So if you want to talk about anything, it's floor is all yours.
Sure. All right.
Whatever you want me.
Um.
So yeah, usually I'd be going outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's about 5 or 6 giant ass spiders.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, dude, no, going outside the door at night is too scary, no. I don't fuck with it. Yeah, no, dude, it's terrifying. It's absolutely they're like giant, like I'll show you. They're about like this big spiders, and they just like chill next to the door.
Yeah, I hate those.
And they're like black, and you could tell they're super poisonous. Like those look like dangerous motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to see the Giants Packers Super Bowl? Sure, no problem with that. Yeah. Wait, no, what? Giants Packers? That can't happen. They're in the same conference.
Oh, Giants, another.
Oh, yeah, Patriots Giants. Yeah, I don't care as long as we make the Super Bowl. I really don't care who we play. We just gotta go out there and win. Sure, I don't care. But that'd be cool though.
Buy merch, even though I haven't had time to wear mine. Oh shit, that's all right, Savards. I still appreciate you buying it. Very, very kind. Rams, I think, will be 5-11.
Ah, the Rams stink.
The person talking is Alex Sports. You can see it. It's right there.
Yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, I don't like the Rams. Nothing to do with their coach. Sean McVay is a really good coach. It's just like Jared Goff stinks, man. Put in just imagine they had Watson or Mahomes.
Jared Goff is the system quarterback that people think Jared Goff is a system quarterback, like to the level of like that's what people think Tom Brady is.
Yeah,
like that's how much of a system quarterback. But like the guy that people pretend Brady is, that's actually Jared Goff. Like if you put a perfect offensive line in front of Jared Goff, you know what he'll do? He could lead your team to another Super Bowl. Like if the Rams have a better offensive line this year, watch for them to be very dangerous because Jared Goff, despite the jokes, if he has 4 or 5 seconds to throw the football, he can launch the motherfucker. He does have a rifle. He has a fucking cannon on his shoulder, but he's the definition of a system quarterback.
Yeah, like Goff sucked when he had Jeff Fisher as the head coach, but right when McVay goes to is the new head coach, he is amazing.
Oh, I can't snap with that finger. Like instantaneously, he was a good quarterback.
Yeah.
They put the line around him. They gave him receivers. Wow.
What do I think about Eli Manning's retirement? It was very sad to be a Giants fan. I mean, he's done everything for our franchise. He's always been a class guy. It's hard to see someone like of his caliber just walk away like that. But it was, time has caught up to him, and he made the right decision at the end of the day.
Eli kicked ass his last game.
Yeah, that was a nice thing to see.
Yeah, the offense without Gurley was. Yeah, they didn't really do much to replace Gurley either. So I'm a little questioning about not having a top tier running back for.
Yeah. Wait, so the Rams? Who's the Rams running back?
I'm not too sure right now. I think it's somebody decent.
Let me see. I'm looking it up. It's Cam Akers, Darrell Henderson. I don't know who those guys are.
I think they drafted one of them. I think those are like decent running backs. So.
Yeah, Cam Akers got drafted, I think. So yeah.
Yeah, I think Henderson's not bad either. So they're not too bad off. If the line blocks better, like I said, the Rams could fuck around and win 10 games if the line's better. But it has to be, and I don't know why they brought Andrew Whitworth back. He's clearly done. Like it's like, dude, it's like you're 50 years old. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's like your whole life time right there. That one guy. I mean, Eli's been the quarterback since I was born. So, yeah.
I've never known the football without Eli Manning as the Giants QB. Because, I mean, I found out about the game in 2004. That would have been the first year I watched, 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Eli was good in that game. I mean, he threw some picks, but I don't know. That was just him not seeing the defender. But that did not matter. Eli did play good. We won the game. I'm happy that happened. And we should have beaten the Eagles as well. Like, Eli was a monster in that Eagles game and it was a primetime game. We should have won that. But
at least they won the last one.
Yeah.
The most important one. You don't want to go out a loser.
Nah. He went out a winner. He's a winner. All he does is try to be good. I mean, it's not his fault. We surrounded him with no talent, except like Odell Beckham and Barkley for the last few years.
Yeah. And then like a bunch of receivers who just didn't pan out for whatever reason.
Yeah, just like under average receivers, like Ruben Randall. This guy. What else? Larry Donnell was a trash ass tight end. We drafted poorly on the offensive line. After drafting Eric Flowers, we had Bobby Hart. These guys stink.
And you signed Nate Soldier.
Yeah. What are we trying to do? Like murder this guy?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh my God! You can hear Rob peeing. Did anyone else hear that? Yeah. You can hear him peeing.
I got a powerful stream. I pitch like a fucking monster.
Yeah, we can hear you from all the way there. Yeah, Kevin. Manning versus Brady will always be a rivalry. It always has been. Right.
I'm back.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. I had to piss really hard there.
Man, why is Bobby Hart still into the NFL, dude? He is awful.
Yeah, I know.
That guy. He's terrible.
There's just been, because linemen just, I mean, you could play, like, if they're a bad tackle, you could try them at guard and maybe push them onto the right. I don't know. Good linemen. Seems like linemen just get millions of chances in the league. But, like, if you have one bad kicking game, your cut in the league just forgets about you for the rest of forever. It's like, what? Have you noticed that? Like, if a kicker has like a situation where they miss 3 field goals, they'll be cut and nobody wants them. But like offensive linemen, like Bobby Hart, can get like massive second contracts for no reason. Yeah, John Kitna threw for like, didn't he throw for 5,000 yards with the Lions almost?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look that up. John Kitna. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. Let me look up. He had 1 year he threw for 4,200 yards with Detroit. But he also he threw 21 touchdowns and 22 interceptions that year. However you want to break that down.
Yeah, that was just a horrible move by Giants ownership. It wasn't Tom Coughlin at all. It was just like, I don't think it was mainly time. I mean, I get his time was it was almost done, but yeah, Jerry Reese was the reason why we sucked ass. Drafting poor draft after poor draft after poor draft. He should have got fired. Why would you fire Coughlin? I don't get that. Coughlin was a good coach.
You should have kept him in some kind of capacity. He should have been kept along.
I know. It's bullshit. That's also why we've sucked the last few years. 2 coach changes in the last 3-5 years. It's not how you win football.
Agreed. Yeah, no, you can't keep changing coaches. And that's why the AFC East, that's why I often explain why the AFC East has been so bad. Mm-hmm. Like, they keep firing everybody. Like, Sean McDermott has, the second longest tenure in the division almost in the history of it. It's fucking crazy. That's a big part of the reason the AFC East has been bad. And that's another reason why I give that's why I honestly don't like to take away from good quarterbacks who play in bad divisions, because I think a good quarterback and a good team makes the division bad. I think the reason the AFC South struggled with Peyton Manning and the Colts is because like they kept firing coaches, kept trying to create new teams to keep up with the Peyton Manning and the Colts. We have to beat them. We have to this coach doesn't work. We have to try something new. We don't have time to keep and hoping. That's what the AFC East is doing with the Patriots. You might start seeing that with the AFC West with the Colts or with the Chiefs. If that happens, to me, that's the sign of a great quarterback. If you destabilize your division, that's the ultimate sign that you fuck shit completely up. Aaron Rodgers was doing it for a second. For a second, Aaron Rodgers had that division fucked up, but he wasn't winning in the playoffs. You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, cool. You kind of have the Peyton Manning effect.
Yeah. Question: how long was McDermott the coach of the Buffalo? Not long.
He's been there. No, not long. I think I'm being the dick. I think since 2015.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think McDermott's a good coach. I'm not going to say anything bad about him.
See, he started in 2017, so he's been there for 3 years. He's not bad. He's very good defensively. He's very good defensively.
Very good. That's right.
Oh, what's up, Santa? Santa's here now. No teams are undefeated, Nuzdar.
Santa.
Every team's lost a game at least.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. Tigers are 2-2. The Padres are 3-1. Not bad.
Be right back.
Yep. Giants, no matter what, have to stick with Judge and have to keep my boy Gettleman on. Yep. There you go.
Okay.
What's up, Nuzdar? Do you want to come on? I'll drop the link for you.
Yeah.
Judge will be a good coach for y'all. When I heard you guys were interviewing him,
yeah. Judge, man, how can you not say he's gonna be a good coach at this point? All he's done was spit facts. He has philosophy, really good philosophy. I love his old school philosophy.
The only evidence you have that people could say he's going to be bad is that typically Patriots coaches don't pan out.
Yeah, the Patriots.
That's the only evidence. Yeah. That's it. And if that's your evidence, that's not good.
No, it's not.
Because technically, I would argue that Patricia's getting rid of the bullshit that Jim Caldwell put into Detroit.
I don't even think Patricia's a bad coach. I think he is a work in progress.
He's fixing it up. He's fixing that fucking team up.
He's getting man. People don't want to give him any time, but he's getting good. He's getting the team good.
What a lot of people do, and what a lot of people are starting to realize, the reason that Jim Caldwell was successful at all in Detroit, Matthew Stafford played out of his fucking mind for those 3 years. There was a season, but we went 9-7 one year, right? We started 1-7, and Stafford won 8 games. I don't know if we started 1-7, but it basically came out. Matthew Stafford won 8 games of the final, in comeback fashion, right? I'm talking we had a dramatic finish to the season. We didn't have a good start. What's up, Daniel Barry? For sure, Nuzdar. Shermer did nothing. I don't even know who was the worst, Kitchens or him. Probably Kitchens. Kitchens just
that's not even a question. It's Kitchens, man.
At least Shermer had an excuse. I didn't have shit to work with. Fucking the fuck kind of excuse is Kitchens? I didn't have anything to work with. You had literally Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's no well.
Yeah, some coaches are not meant to be a head coach. Shermer's a great offensive coordinator, just not head coach.
Y'all went 11-5. Yeah, that we should have beat the Cowboys, but that's more on Matthew Stafford to do with Caldwell. Caldwell promoted lazy play. He allowed play. He was a player's coach. He allowed a lazy culture to develop, a player's culture that didn't really like to work hard, practice hard. And you can tell that because the players that rebelled didn't like it because they had to practice harder. They had to do more. You know what I mean? And that's like, yeah, we got to get rid of all of that. If that's the reason, that's why Darius Slay didn't like to he didn't want to play for us anymore, right?
Darius Slayton.
Or Darius Slay. If I said Slayton,
Yeah.
it might have slurred out.
You meant, yeah.
But Slay, it was. I think I only said Slay, but I might have. I think I said that's the only reason Darius Slay didn't. I think it kind of came out as Slayton.
Yeah, their names are so identical.
Yeah, it's hard. But yeah, with Darius Slay, the reason he wanted out was because he could not take Patricia's coaching
Mr.
style.
Critic, what's going on, Critic?
Yeah, I was on the phone. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I know how it goes.
Although
Stefanski, what's up?
No, I was just had to stream up though. So
yeah, Stefanski will be good for the Browns. Stefanski's going to be good for them. No, I think we were right to fire Jim Caldwell. We shouldn't even give him longer than the first year.
yeah,
I did not like him at all. I was very anti Jim Caldwell. And everyone kept going, well, he's winning. No, Matthew Stafford's winning. No, Stafford sucks. Yeah, finally I'm right. Everybody's seen how fucking right I was about that situation. We finally lose him and we win no more games.
wait,
I'm
Pirates?
like, yeah.
Oh no, come on!
What's up?
I was rooting for the Pirates. They lost apparently.
Did they blow it against the Reds?
No, they blew it against the Brewers.
Fuck. Brewers are tough. Brewers are weird. What's up, Valix?
Yeah, they blew it.
We played close. We tried.
Yeah.
She's not a Pirates fan. All right, one day. I don't even think she was.
The Tigers played a close game. Theoretically. Theoretically, that game wasn't as bad as the final score.
You guys had the lead, actually.
We were up 5-1 in the second inning. Technically, if the game would have ended right there, we won 5-1.
Daniel Barry, for this year, I hate the Reds more than the Cubs. I know we're supposed to hate the Cubs more, but it's the overhypeness of the team. That's why I hate the Reds.
So
I don't think she watches baseball, one guy. I don't think she does. She's watching it with me now, so she's going to become a Cardinals fan.
All the girls I've ever dated just like opposite sports teams that I like on purpose.
Fucking
It's like, bitch, what do you? Yeah, dude. For some reason, when I'm angry, I don't know. Girls seem to like me getting mad about stuff. I don't know what that is. I think they think they're in danger, but they realize with arms like these, there's no real danger here. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, we can get this guy riled up, and nothing bad happens to me. I'm pretty sure that's why. Every single one of them, they just root for the opposite team I'm rooting for. It's like, bitch, you don't understand how angry you're making me. And they don't take it seriously. They're like, yeah, that's not threatening. And it's like, I will put you through a wall. And they don't understand that I'm very serious. But usually my teams end up winning because they always side with a team like the Royals. Like the stupid bitch I'm with right now. You know what her favorite team is?
Royals?
No, the Kansas City Chiefs, dude.
Oh,
she loves Patrick Mahomes. Oh, he's so good. Look how far he can throw it. Oh, fuck you, huh? You really want to fucking play this game? Yeah, I think she listens to this. I think she just goes, who's Patrick Mahomes? Oh, okay. Yeah. You know how much I have to hear about that shit? I've dated a girl in the past, and they was like, I like the Packers. Since when? You don't even know who the Packers are. How angry I am that I have to deal with this. Yeah, I'm pissed too. I get it though. There's going to be a lot of players who opt out. A lot of players opted out today after the baseball thing. I noticed. As soon as that baseball news broke, a lot of players went, "I'm out."
Red Sox suck. I'm telling you guys, they suck. What is so?
Yeah, they ruined their team.
They ruined it once they got rid of Mookie Betts.
They literally. I do. That's the one thing. Dave Dombrowski usually overpays that one guy that keeps the offense unstoppable. They did it with Cabrera, and I'm like, what the fuck did they just do? Why didn't they pay him? It was money. It's literally like just pay him the money. Just give him the money. It's baseball.
Also,
What are you doing?
Their pitching isn't as it used to be.
No, because here's the Dave Dombrowski effect. This is what I call it. It's the Dombrowski effect. It happened in Detroit. He can build you what looks to be one of the most unstoppable offenses you've ever seen. He does that by trading anything that resembles quality pitching or a quality minor league prospect away. Gets rid of all of it. Fuck it all. I want the offense. And he's got an eye for it. He can build a good offense. The problems are that becomes very expensive, and you don't have any pitching. Why do you think the Tigers lost those 2 World Series? We had no pitching, and we had like 3 guys who were that were relevant hitters. Like the rest of it's like because number one, they're very expensive, and we kept all the expensive players, and we got rid of all of our pitching. That's typically a Dave Dombrowski roster. And if you don't win a World Series within the first like 4 or 5 years he takes over, and I'm pretty sure the Red Sox did, didn't they? Didn't he like immediately show up and win one?
Yeah.
And everybody went, "Wow, look how good he is." Yeah, it's like if you win.
You know why I think he won that World Series? Because they still had leftover people from the other guy they had,
and they hadn't let him trade away all the prospects for random ass offensive pieces.
That's how the Cubs got good. They got that guy from the Red Sox. What's his name? I forgot his name now. Do you remember his name, Rob? The guy that was on the Red Sox and went to the Cubs. He
John Lester.
No, not like the manager, like the what do you call
Terry
it?
Francona. Francona went to the Indians, right?
Yeah, but I was talking about the manager. Fuck, what is it called? It was like basketball. No, the baseball president, baseball operations or whatever they called it.
Francona, right? Francona was Boston's manager for a while, and then he went to the Indians, right?
Yeah. You're right.
Are you talking about later?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like the higher up. Like
the GM.
The GM. What was the guy's name? He was known for rebuilding.
Fuck. Alex Cora? No.
I'll tell you right now once I look.
Theo Epstein.
Yeah, Theo Epstein. Yeah, that guy.
Epstein. Yeah.
He fixed the Red Sox.
I don't know how I thought of that out of nowhere. I just went
nowhere. Yeah, it came to you. Yeah, I was thinking. I forgot his name too.
Because he did it with the fucking Cubs too. He literally just showed up and won them a World Series and went.
Red Sox to the Cubs. The reason the Red Sox said, "Hey, we're not going to pay you," because he wanted more money. And he said, "All right, well, I'll go to Chicago." Guess what he did in Chicago? Won a World Series after that team hasn't won in 108 years.
Yeah, Theo Epstein's just he's one of those weird guys. I think he went to like MIT or Harvard, and the Red Sox hired him because I think he studied statistics at Harvard, so they hired him. And in some kind of like weird genius move, did Ortiz do a truckload of juice? I don't give a shit. I don't consider it cheating to use steroids in baseball.
Yeah, he went to Yale, Epstein.
Yale.
Yeah, they go to Ivy League schools, and that's what Boston sports do. They hire Ivy League school guys, and he probably majored in some kind of math or some shit, and that's why he's a GM now in sports. It doesn't make sense, man. Yeah. You know how many dudes are like that in the MLB? Like they have nothing to do with sports their whole lives.
Yeah, that guy was a Hill character. He wasn't really.
Yeah, he was an analytics guy. He was just a guy who did statistics. I'm a stats genius. Well, welcome to baseball.
That's all baseball really is, statistics, you know.
And if you can break down and understand the advanced analytics very well, you can fucking shit on people. You just genuinely just destroy people in baseball. For a while, and then you run into a weird team that just makes no statistical sense. They got like 2 guys who just start bashing the ball for a week, and then it's a new guy. There's teams like that. It's the Royals in 2015, 14. Statistics is for suckers. Statistics can make you a lot of money right now.
It's all these sports guys are using statistic guys now.
Yep, that's where they pull it from. It
doesn't work as well. Like in baseball, it works really well.
It's starting to work in football, but football's so random. Sometimes you just never see
it. In football, you know, like
it's harder in football to figure out. But baseball, man, you can predict shit.
Base percentage is the most important thing.
Yeah, you can just start predicting shit, and you can generally be right about a player's outcome. Like you just look at their minor league, like you said, on base. The on base and slugging, you could be like, okay, so they're probably going to hit about 280, and about 400 career home runs. Like you can actually determine that and be they're almost dead on the money when they predict players' careers sometimes. It's really creepy, actually. Yeah, Patricia has like he's like an aeronautical engineer, Patricia, which is hilarious. Completely useless for what he does.
Yeah.
I guess not really. Engineering would be good, I guess, for creating complex defenses, but not. Do you remember Johnny Peralta? Yeah, I remember Johnny Peralta. He was really good.
Oh, yeah, he was a good player.
Yes, sir. He came to Detroit and started just smacking the shit out of baseballs because he was juicing. But I don't think he was juicing. What do you guys got going on tomorrow?
Baseball game. Cardinals play the Twins in Minnesota.
Twins.
Yeah, I'm gonna stream another exhibition basketball game.
What's that? Oh, I see now. I'm looking through the thing. I see Grizzlies Royals or Grizzlies Heat.
Grizzlies Heat, yeah.
The Royals.
I know. I can't believe I said that. I was like, you can play the Royals, bro.
Beat the Royals.
That stream actually did all right. This channel's doing all right with viewers. That did over 200 views.
I feel like on your main channel, everyone that's here usually comes to the streams.
Yeah, but it still seems like there's a chunk of people missing.
Oh, there's a lot of people missing. You used to have
normally there are 20. We were
people
banking on. We were getting up to 30 people at times in those streams.
You are missing a lot of people.
Right? Well, because a lot of people are dickheads and they won't make the fucking transfer over, and it's like, come on, you dicks.
Stop being lazy.
Yeah, it's right here. This only has 76 views. What is it? Doing terrible. I'm gonna share it out.
Beat the Twins because the Twins are the best team in baseball right now, in my opinion. The way they're hitting is just crazy. How the hell you score 14 runs? They scored 10 one day and 14 another. Their hitting is gonna be.
Minnesota has such a good offense out of nowhere.
Yeah, they led the league in home runs last year.
No, I mean it's not like I mean like overall out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, of course, and it has to be Rob's division of all things. People sleep on Minnesota all the time.
Do the Patriots opt out of that? Dude, I don't think the players should have to play this year. It's a pandemic, man. You can be angry about that all you want.
I don't know. Do they still get paid? I think they do, right?
Yeah, they're getting some money.
They gotta get some money, or else they're gonna have to go through unemployment and shit.
I think it's like 250,000 or 150,000 they decided on.
I do think they should get paid less though if they're not gonna play. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's obviously.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine not working and getting paid that? I would never work if I'm gonna get paid that much, just to sit, especially during a pandemic.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be crazy.
To you, it's like if you don't work, but you take a vacation, you still get paid.
And they're also entitled to certain guaranteed money, but they're also giving up all of that, by the way, to just get the small payouts that they're getting. So there's a lot of guys that are contractually obligated to, even if they miss the whole season, they'd still get millions of dollars. So it's not much different than just missing the season due to injury.
Light shadows, you can't force people to play. You just can't do that.
Yeah, and I mean they those guys also. I know they signed contracts saying they'd play, but they're also given the option to not play.
They signed those contracts before the corona, so it's like what's fun.
I just think you got to honor guaranteed money. I agree with your sentiment for the most part. To be honest, I do. But if you sign a contract and you say that you're going to pay somebody, regardless of, and you say it's guaranteed, that means despite any kind of fucking bullshit, you're giving them that money.
I mean, why do you care if they get paid? I don't get it. Like Shadow's like, what?
I don't think I'll ever go to Toledo, my friend. And it'll be a long time before I go to Tigers game. Even once they reopen things in it like a year, I probably won't be doing public shit for a couple of years. I don't trust that kind of shit. The safety Ronnie Lott?
Yeah, he just brought up Ronnie Lott for like some reason.
Yeah, a guy that had really bad CTE. That's not a good example of a smart player. Like, I liked Ronnie Lott, but he was also fucking insane because he had a lot of concussions. And he hit with his head. Like, he used his head as a battering ram, dude.
What you don't understand is this is a virus. So if a player gets it, he don't want to spread it.
It's they don't care about themselves. You understand that, right? A lot of the guys that are opting out, go read why they're doing it. My wife is pregnant. I have a 2-month-old at home. I don't want to bring this home to my family. They're terrified of it, dude. They're not dealing with it. Cool. That's your example? Like, wow, look how much tougher he was. He cut his finger off. Like, cool. So he was retarded and had head damages? But yeah, no, these guys are stupid and pussies for wanting to protect their families. And they understand that there's more important things than playing a game. You're just angry that it's Patriots players. Like, dog, like, they're not just performing monkeys. Like, they're not just like apes that perform for entertainment, like at the zoo. They're all these players are real ass people that have like real concerns about this. What if their wife is like immunocompromised?
Yeah, that's what the whole thing is. Like Shadows, that's what the whole thing is.
They can quarantine themselves, so they have to just leave their families from July till potentially January just to go play football. You know what? I wouldn't fucking play either. I'd be like, you know what? I'm not leaving my family for 7 months. But,
Yeah.
I'm not leaving my family for that long. Not in the middle of a fucking pandemic.
Good night.
You know what I mean? Like, there's like a lot of things that, like, yeah, they can quarantine themselves away from their families so they can just not be with their family in case that pandemic gets worse.
Yeah.
And people know, hey, there's a fucking NFL player that lives there and he's not here because he's in quarantine. Guess where I'm?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea. Like, it's those. I feel bad for those. A lot of those places have very good security.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to hire more security now.
Dude, we still have it in baseball. What the fuck? A whole team got it pretty much,
and
the opposing team may have it.
I think contracts should be fully guaranteed.
I'm
but
that baseball has not shut down. I really am, Rob. I'm happy that they didn't, but
it all depends on what happens with these Phillies players. It literally, if they don't get sick, well, the season will continue. We'll be okay. This will be the ones. This will be the big hurdle. Yeah, regular people don't generate billions of dollars by playing a game. Like, you have to understand that professional athletes are not regular. They're not regular. They're not normal. Nothing that they do is normal. Your labor does not generate billions of dollars annually. And if it did and you weren't getting a fair cut of that, you need to sue the fuck out of wherever you're working for because you're being criminally underpaid.
Hey,
like,
Rob, I'm gonna,
you're being slave labored if you're not getting a fair chunk of it.
Have a good night, Rob.
Have a good night, Alex. Thanks for coming on, man. Make sure you guys check out Alex tomorrow. He's doing the Heat and the Grizzlies at 3 o'clock or 5?
The Heat.
It's at 2.
2 o'clock? Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
You're good.
The Heat doesn't do the magic.
It's okay, though, Amir.
I know, I'm just messing.
I know. All right, see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Light Shadows. I think that's correct. I think I think you're very correct about that. Is if the teams that can stay the healthiest probably will do the best this year.
Yeah. Healthiest in 2 regards. There's other injuries too. There's still physical injuries, guys. It's not just about COVID.
Yeah. There's also there's Verlander just fucked his forearm up.
Hopefully he comes back though. Hopefully.
I don't trust anything about that situation. Dude, it's an elbow injury. I guarantee it's. That's why I didn't delete that video, because I guarantee that's an elbow injury. And then because you cannot trust shit anything that. I know what Verlander said, because Verlander will never admit that he's as hurt as he could be. I know how he is, right? And if his manager will lie for him, dude, some players like Verlander lie about injuries, and I don't know why that is. Baseball players are bad about that shit. They're very bad about lying about the injuries. And if a manager will cover for them, like Dusty Baker, he will do that. I know a lot of people blame Dusty Baker for ruining Carlos Zambrano and Mark Pryor and Kerry Wood and like a lot of pitchers. But those guys got hurt and told Dusty to cover for them.
To dust off.
To basically say, hey, it's only this. It's not an elbow injury.
That one guy. Come on, bro. Oh, Magic suck. But get mad at that one guy. Come on, man. I know you're trolling. I know your whole purpose.
Yeah, because he instantly said JK. He was just like, JK, just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, because, I mean, he's a Knicks fan. It's hard for...
Can't say the Magic suck if the Knicks are way worse.
You want to see a funny meme I just seen?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, what the fuck? Why?
The Knicks get better, by the way. So
let me go copy.
We are a good basketball team, and I'm not talking about Brooklyn.
I thought this was funny. This is about the 100 top NFL 100 players list. Wentz fans, Dak fans. Why the fuck is Jimmy above both of them?
Wait, Jimmy Garoppolo was ranked higher?
Yeah. Wow. He's like 43 on the list. And I was making the argument that I understand putting him there. And I make the argument because in his first year as an official starter in the league, he did go to the Super Bowl. Like, we can't discount that. I get it. You know, he wasn't the reason, like he wasn't the sole reason, but like he did have games like when he beat the Saints like 56-54. Like, I know there was a couple games where he didn't throw the ball much, but like
when they beat the
we don't discount Ryan Tannehill's playoff performance because he didn't throw the ball a lot either. Like, it was Derrick Henry. Like, we're not and we have no problem with Ryan Tannehill being in the top, I think, 60. Like, nobody said anything about Tannehill being on the list. But all of a sudden, it's this weird problem that Jimmy Garoppolo, who went to a Super Bowl, despite throwing for about, just under 4,000 yards, having a decent year. Not the greatest, but, like, again, still went to the Super Bowl. That's very – quarterbacks get a lot of love when they go to Super Bowls in this league. And that's just how the league's always been. Because nobody credits the Chiefs' offense except me. They give the credit to Mahomes. Look at the way that they talk about the Bills. It's Josh Allen led the Bills to a 10-6 record. It's never the Bills' defense led them to a 10-6 record. It's Josh Allen led them to. I've showed many examples of the way they phrase it. It was Blake Bortles leading his team to the AFC Championship game, if you remember. It's never the narrative of the support. It's always the quarterback. And it is what it is. Even if the team's bad because you have a shitty defense. Look at Matt Ryan. Look at Matthew Stafford until like it was proven it's not him this last year. People shitted on this guy. And now everyone's like, oh, okay, he's underrated. It's just like you see, like until you see, like it's really weird how quarterback blame works until it's clearly not him. Like Phillip Rivers and Matthew Stafford have entered the echelon of it's not them. Like Marino, it wasn't him. The end of Eli's career, was it him? No. What the fuck was that team?
It wasn't Marino, but there was one thing to Marino that always annoyed me. And I watch Marino play a lot. And it was a choking, but it was also the fact that he wouldn't take to coaching. He always thought he could over.
That's what I heard too. That's one of the biggest problems.
That's
He was a lot like
with him. Everything else, he's a great quarterback, one of the best, of course. But
choked, man. That last playoff game really ruined it.
You could say Peyton Manning is a choke, but he never choked.
He didn't go out like that. He went out with this. I mean, he got carried out by Von Miller on a stretcher, but man, at least he went out with the ring. Shanahan could make Shanahan couldn't make the correct play calls. Rivers played on the Chargers, man, and still threw for like pretty good yards and a good amount of TDs. Man, let's not pretend the Chargers are like this, like being held back by Phillip Rivers. They just get rid of everything but Phillip Rivers. The Spanos family is so fucking cheap. Dude, they don't even buy their own stadium. They just joined up with the Rams. Like, how fucking cheap can you get? You're just like, we'll just become the Los Angeles Chargers and play in the same stadium. We don't even have to do anything. We just get a new stadium. Like, that's a Walmart. I'm pretty sure the Rams are paid for with Walmart money. Because I think the owner of the Rams is married to a Walmart heiress. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure the Rams are America's Walmart is the Walmart team. And that's why their uniforms look like Great Value uniforms now. They're awful. It's the same motherfucker who does Walmart designs, makes the Rams uniform now. Yeah. You know what I've actually heard? The guy who makes those uniforms, he actually makes all of them, and they're like, it's like he's actually good at it. It's like, what was that? But I don't know, I think the stream's dead. What were you about to say?
Oh no, I was just agreeing with you about the Walmart thing. Rivers thing. I think Rivers, everybody always shits on him, but he's never had a complete team. He always one thing, but not the other.
It's always like the defense is really good.
Offensive line. Sorry, Rob. Yeah, what are you gonna say?
Yeah, or it's like the defense is really bad, but the offense is really good, or the defense is really good and the rest of the offense, but Phil is really bad.
He's a choke too, though. I can't say he's not a choke. He never beat Brady even once. Like, not even once. Come on, dude.
Yeah, I know that was bad.
Not even in the regular season. Like, you could say what you want about Payne, but he's not even that much of a choke. You know?
No, he could at least bang with Brady somewhat.
Yeah. I mean, I love Rivers though. I love his attitude. I really hope, if he could win a Super Bowl, that'd be great. But I just don't think Indy has the team. But if he could, that'd be awesome. I think they'll be competitive. I think they'll be good. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think they're Super Bowl ready yet.
Someone said, still remember when Rivers was pissed off with his own players, giving them dirty looks, and when they were playing the Pats in the playoffs and got their yeah. Phillip Rivers has a temper.
Wait, one guy. When has he had a great team? When?
He's had some good teams. Good teams,
but they're great. Like, he's never had an elite defense. I don't think the Chargers have ever been something like that. And if there was
2018, if you remember, didn't they go 12-4? That was the best team they ever had, but everybody got hurt, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Like, right when the playoffs started. Like, they went and played the Patriots with, like, everybody hurt.
Everybody was injured.
Yeah, if I remember right, they were fucked up going into that playoff game. And the Patriots, for whatever reason, they went from not being able to score points to they fucking destroyed the Chargers. I remember everybody going, "Hey, Rob, are you ready for the fucking Patriots to get beat?" And like all of a sudden, it was like 28-0 in like a matter of seconds, and everyone was just like, and I was like, "Yeah, this is the playoffs. This isn't the what game did you think this was? What team did you think the Chargers were playing right now?"
I thought the Chargers would have a chance. I knew they were going to lose, but I thought they would keep it close. I didn't think they'd get blown out. They got destroyed, It was embarrassing. The
worst Super Bowl ever was the Broncos and the Seahawks Super Bowl, which was like a very boring, it was fucking just like, I hate Peyton Manning, right? That was bad, man. That was fucking hard to watch. Like, that was like, it was like, oh my God. What is this game?
That's one of the worst playoff games ever. Yeah.
Literally, how bad the
What
Seahawks beat that team.
I think I didn't even finish watching that Super Bowl.
I didn't. It was like I was getting sweaty and shit. It was just hard to watch. It was like I'm like, oh, this is uncomfortable. I'm like, man, take Peyton out the game, man. He don't deserve to go out like this. Even I felt bad for Peyton Manning.
Even you could see that it wasn't his fault. Like people were just not getting open and they were dropping.
That Seahawks defense was just so aggressive. It just took Tom Brady to come in and break it up. You're welcome, rest of the NFL. We prevented a dynasty by rebirthing our dynasty. You know, because that was the first of 3 Super Bowls. It went to Seahawks, Atlanta, Rams. Dynasty. But, you know, it is what it is. 3 Super Bowls inside of 10 years. That's technical definition of a dynasty. I think it was actually 5 years that we did that. So 2014, 2016, and I believe 2017. So pretty fucking close. We did it in 5 years. Even more impressive. It was 3 and 5 years again, just like how we started our first dynasty. And then they took the dynasty technical away, which shouldn't. We still played in 2 Super Bowls in that time period. And I think we played in like 4 AFC title games. It's not like we weren't still fucking relevant during that 10-year drought. We were going deep into playoffs, and actually that was our bad years. Some of those were our bad years. We were like getting our ass whooped in like the wild card round. People discovered that if you get the Patriots in the wild card round, some weird shit happens to us where we'll lose home playoff games like to the Titans. Brady can't play in the wild card round.
It's true.
That was Super Bowl 48. Seahawks won 43-6 or 8. Yeah, it was bad, man. That was I couldn't even watch that shit. Chargers up late in the 4th and then fumbled it, threw a pick. Can't remember it. Yep. Oh, I was very happy with. Oh, sorry, I started to get tired, everybody.
Yeah, I get you, Rob.
I think I'm gonna start to wrap this up. It's actually I'll go to 1:30 just so it's a solid time.
Yeah. Chargers up. But if you remember, I think like even though Philip Rivers had a good team that year, I think their offensive line still wasn't good. I don't think he's ever had like when I say a good team, I mean like a team like Aaron Rodgers had. When Aaron Rodgers won that Super Bowl, their defense was, Clay Matthews, they had people that to come after quarterback. They had a good team with Aaron Rodgers. That's why I always say Aaron Rodgers is overrated because he had a pretty good team like that. I think if Philip Rivers had a team like that, plus Aaron Rodgers never had to play Tom Brady in the playoffs. So for me, if you don't play Tom Brady in the playoffs, you always have an easier way of, to the Super Bowl.
And the way I look at Aaron Rodgers, it's like when you're heavily compared to the greats of the game and you win one and you only go to 1 Super Bowl, you're overrated. The greats of the game go to more Super Bowls.
See, even Peyton went to more Super Bowls.
He went to 3 of them. No, 4 of them. 4 of them.
Yeah, 4.
Even Manning choked his way into 4 Super Bowls. Like I can't take that away from him. He showed up to 4 of them. That's a whole fuckload of them. Yeah. And he played in like 6 or 7 AFC title games. It's not like
the Saints. He could have won if he didn't throw that stupid interception. They were winning.
Well, and Sean Payton didn't do one of the most gangster things I've ever seen a coach do. Kick off and get that fucking opening kick. Dude, that was one of the most I was so hyped at that halftime because you know how hard I was rooting for the Saints in 2009.
It's funny because you don't really like Breeze either.
I don't like that team right now. See, I'll be able to easily respect Breeze once his career's over, but till then,
do this with Peyton. What the fuck?
Oh no, fuck that guy. Because people still try to say he's better than Brady until they give up the argument. Until they every one of them say, okay, it's
Rob.
done.
I have given up that argument a long time.
A lot of people have started to, and as they give up more people give that up.
That's fine, and I totally agree with that. But he was better than Marino. You got come on.
Not until more people say that he wasn't as good as Brady.
This is a personal grudge.
No, you don't get compared to Brady with your bullshit 2 Super Bowls. Because now, you notice my venom towards Rodgers is going away. It's less and less. I don't call him Leslie anymore. It's just, Rodgers, it sucks. He should have won more. That's all I say. He was overrated.
More overrated than Peyton Manning. People think he went to 1 Super Bowl. Peyton Manning went to 4, like you said.
Yeah, he went to 4. Brady went to 9. That
And
doesn't compare.
What does Skip always say? He's the most talent thrower of the thing he's ever seen. He always says that shit, even though he doesn't.
Oh shit! Not Nuzdar. Don't click on that link. Hold on.
Twitter.
Yeah, I was yeah.
Photo. What the fuck?
Nuzdar, it's almost 1:30, man. You can come on for a little while because you've been doing funny shit, but
yeah,
you don't do funny stuff.
I mean, I had the stream open, but I missed a lot of it because.
Did you hear about the new check things that they're going to be doing?
What check thing?
The new the HEALS Act or whatever, the HEAL Act.
What's that? No, I haven't heard about
They're
that.
going to be probably doing another $1,200 to everybody. So we're going to get more fun Trump books. And they're going to be extending. You should look into it.
If I was Trump, I'd be like, fuck 1,200. I'm giving 2,000 to these people.
Please pass this. They said by Friday. They said that they're going to be voting on it. They said by Friday.
You know why, Rob? Re-election. If he gives people money, that will make people kind of be like, yeah, I hate him, but hey, he gave me money. Let me vote for him.
Senate's desperate because they're all up for election too. A lot of these senators are about to get elected.
But Rob, their problem is they're taking too long. People have fucking lost their jobs and they really need the money. 1,200 ain't gonna cut it for them. For some people, it'll be fine, like people like me and you. But there are people that like they are just completely screwed right now.
You can't donate that kind of cash. Hey, we're about to get free Trump dollars soon. I can't wait.
The U.S. reserves can light shadows. Trust me, we're the richest country in the world. We could be giving a lot more money. Actually,
what's weird is like we gave away all this money, and inflation didn't happen at all.
Well, because they're hiding it.
Other countries gave out this kind of money. And the price of everything fucking skyrocketed in some countries, by the way. Our dollar went down a little bit in value, but that's other things not related. You know, that's other things other than just giving people money. I know we're worth less than the euro, but the Europe's open. We're not. You're voting for? Oh, it's fine, man. I have no problem with people who they vote for.
They can afford, Rob, a lot to give to a lot. Trust me.
Yeah, the U.S. has way more money than they're letting on.
They have way more money than they actually lead on.
Oh shit! I forgot you're voting for Trump, even though I'm Canadian. Hell yeah!
You know all those tax money. Do you actually think they spent it on the roads and shit? No, they spend
600.
Yeah,
they spend $600 billion a year on defense, no matter what, every single year.
Nukes and shit, and like other defensive weapons.
What's this? The Amazing Spider-Man. Spider-Man. I think he's gonna. We can already see you. What are you doing?
I think he's doing something. This is not.
He's making weird whoosh noises.
Web. He's doing a web thing. Web.
Whoosh. Oh, he's got a rope. He looks like he's having a seizure.
I'm telling you, he should be in theater, man. He should try it out.
Yeah, they'd love him in improv.
Yeah.
And then what, Nuzdar? A guy puts on a Spider-Man mask and whips him with a Rolo. They'd be like, all right.
Some guy, there's going to be one of the guys that's a genius.
Yeah, they'd be like, this guy's a fucking genius. He's like Ali G. Yeah, they just think he's like a Borat character.
Remember, I was the first person to find out that the creepy clown was Nuzdar and all that.
What's up, Alex?
What's up, Rob?
Not much.
What's up, Alex?
What the heck?
Spider-Man. What if he just backflipped? That would be kind of hard as fuck if he could actually backflip.
No, he didn't do it.
No, he just did shit that I can do. He's supposed to be a semi-pro football player. But those weren't even good karate moves, dude. What the fuck? He's going like... He looked like he's trying to like show you his titties. You know what's awesome? A complete fucking a 10 out of 10 moved in downstairs. It's pretty dope. But do you notice how low my voice got when I was saying that? How much quieter I got?
Yeah.
Because we have very thin walls here, so I have to be very quiet when I say shit like that. But I also don't want to be live for too much longer because of shit like that. I don't know how much people can hear. Well, I haven't had any complaints yet, so we're fine. But I wasn't gonna go too much longer.
Yeah.
Dak, why every time? Oh my gosh. Every live
every
stream, I see you there, bro. Oh my god.
He's following you.
He's like a backpack. I try to lead the backpack and he comes, he follows.
All right, everybody. I think I'm gonna start to wrap this up. So, Amir, you said you're doing the Cardinals and the Twins tomorrow. That should be some views. Probably have to deal with Twins fans though.
I'm okay with that. I don't know.
Hey, bud.
I have no relevance to how Twins fans are. I don't know if they're good or bad or what. I guess
You
they're
know how
bad,
Vikings fans are?
Yeah.
That's how they are. They're like Vikings fans, man. They're fucking cocksuckers. They're like Trevor Kinney. They're fucking cocksuckers. Every single one of them, dude. They think they're the greatest fucking team in the world. This is just all they all think.
Rob, I'm scared of this team. I really am.
Oh yeah, they're really good.
They are talented. I don't know how good their pitching is, but I know.
See you later, Kevin.
I know their hitting is one of the best. So
yeah, I'm gonna try. What do we got going on tomorrow?
Them because we're the Cardinals, and we always beat teams that nobody expects us to. If you realize that, it happens in history all the time. That's why I never ever doubt my team.
Man, he's a hater. Daniel's a hater. Go drink some haterade.
Oh shit!
He said that you're trash.
Probably just do the Tigers and a hangout stream tomorrow. I'll see though.
Oh yeah, Twins will just win that one. Yeah, they'll just win it.
No problem, Kevin.
I hate that. Like, why are they gonna win it? What is your reasoning? Do you?
Just a Cardinals hater. That's why.
Yeah,
that won't work, dude. This bitch.
Dude, you better hope the Cardinals don't win tomorrow. Now, sports player too, Daniel, because you know I will go off on you.
Light Shadows. If I told her that she has Google alerts set up for shit like that on her phone, trust me, everything I hate she likes. She literally only does it to fucking piss me off. And I think she gets, women are bitches, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. She tells me a bunch of worthless shit that she gets sent to her phone.
Well, Rob, this is why I don't tell girls about this shit, bro.
So she'd find out about my interests anyway. It's not a big secret. It's not a big secret I'm a Patriots fan.
No, not that. You're on YouTube, I meant.
No. I share my beliefs from YouTube in the real world with people. I talk to my real friends about how much I hate.
Hold on. I need to highlight this for a second. How am I a hater? You just said Twins will win that one. You didn't give any explanation. You didn't say why you think Twins are going to win. You just automatically, because they're facing the Cardinals, you'll say Twins will win that one. Based on nothing. These two teams have not played each other all season, and you just automatically say they're going to win. Even though we beat the Pirates 2-1, and they beat the White Sox 2-1. White Sox is not a good team either. So.
And you was hating on the Pirates for game 1.
We don't have anyone but Goldie. Oh yeah, what about Paul DeYoung?
Mm. Oh.
You don't even know our players. Matt Carpenter, Paul DeYoung, You don't know shit, Daniel, about baseball. I'm done, Rob. I don't even need to talk about this because you don't know baseball. He only knows one player on the team. I just showed him so many players.
This fucking
Carlos Martinez will be pitching tomorrow. He's really good. Look him up, Sport Player 2, Daniel. I don't talk about your shitty Mets that lost to the Braves 14-2 or whatever the score was.
Oh shit.
Go Cowboys, Valak. Sorry, I didn't get paid yet. Damn.
See, he follows me everywhere he go just to say that. Come on, Dak. You follow me just to say I didn't get paid yet. Every time.
See, thanks for coming by, Light Shadows. I appreciate you, man. Have a good night, my friend. All right, everybody. I think I'm going to start to wrap it up at this point. I think this is a good spot. Thanks, everybody. Thank you guys for coming on. This is Alex Sports, Sports Critic Vax. I appreciate it, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks everybody. Have a good rest of your evening. I will see you tomorrow at some point. I'm not sure what time I'm going to start streaming, but we'll do something. I'll figure it out. I might game tomorrow. I kind of want to do gaming stream tomorrow, but we'll see about. We'll see what the nighttime stream is. I'm after the Tigers game, so we'll see. But all right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your evening. Peace out. Go Patriots. Go Lions. And